Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name's Jack, this is Jthbooks, and it's time to talk about my most anticipated LGBTQ plus books for the first half of the year. Now, there's only 19 on this list, which I know is such a weird number. Why not 20? But it's 19. Last year when I'd done this, I thought I'd put too many on there and I didn't get to them all, and I just thought, okay, focus on ones you want. And I've sort of set some rules for myself this year in the sense that I'm trying not to... I have books by authors, like 3 or 4 books by an author that I've never read, and they've got new ones coming out. So I haven't put them on the list because I have not read them. So it's just sort of authors I love or authors that are new to me that I'm very, very interested in. So that is really what this list is about. That's probably why it's a bit smaller, but I'm just trying to keep it more manageable. I need life to be manageable, I need my books, I need my life to be manageable. But without further ado, let's talk about these books. So in January we have, coming out on January the 18th, we have One Love by Cain. This is sort of a classic queer rom-com, and it's about 2 guys who have been friends for 20 years, and one weekend in Manchester Pride, one of them decides to tell the other that they love each other, and it's the story of how that goes. Also on January the 10th, we have The History of My Sexuality by Tobi Lakmaker, translated by Kirsten German. Now, this is the story of Sophie, who's just young, in her 20s, figuring out who she is through love, through sex, through lust. As soon as I heard about this one, I had to have it. And it was very kindly sent to me by Books. I'm so excited to read this one. A hugely anticipated one for me. And now we'll move on to February. And first up in February, on the 1st of February, we have One Last Song by Nathan Evans. Now, this is the story of a man who moves into a retirement home and clashes with his next door neighbour, but will a romance ensue? This is published by Incandescent Press. They're a book short. They're a small independent queer publisher here in the UK, so I always like to support their books, and I'm so excited for this one. Then coming out on the 6th of February, we have Infinity Alchemist by Kacen Callender. Kacen Callender is the author of Felix Ever After, one of my favourite young adult books, and this is their first foray into fantasy. And in this we follow an alchemist who is not supposed to be performing alchemy, and when he gets caught by a boy named Rowan blackmails him into helping him become the most powerful alchemist of all time, and romance ensues. I'm ready. This is for lovers of dark academia, enemies to lovers, swoon-worthy romance, so I'm very excited. Also on February 6th, we have Skaterbird by Anthony Nerada. Now, I followed Anthony on TikTok and Twitter and all that for a long time, so I'm very excited for his book to come out. It's his debut book, and in this we follow a high school student who's sort of failing his last year. His life's not going right, and he gets taken to see the Nutcracker by his mum, and there he becomes very attracted to the main dancer, a ballerina. This is sort of a punk rock YA debut. I'm so excited for this one. I cannot wait. And on February 24th here in the UK, in June, it's in June in America. June the 4th, this comes out in America. But it is Blessings by Chukwuebuka Ibeh. Unbelievably excited this one. In this, we follow a young queer Nigerian person who, when they're caught with another boy by his father, gets sent to a Christian boarding school. But you also get the interwoven perspective of his mother. The most stunning cover. I'm so excited for this book. I've had it for a while. I keep saving it because I just want to read it at the right time when I can love it. February the 24th here in the UK. Now, in March, we have a non-fiction, which is Revolutionary Acts, Love and Brotherhood in Black Gay Britain by Jason Okundaye. I'm so pleased to have this one. I'm so ready. In this, Jason talks to sort of the older generation of queer black gay men in the UK, and they talk about their lives and love and loss and sex, and it's so brilliant. It's bringing black gay lives to the forefront. I cannot wait. The 7th of March. Then on March 26th, we have The Emperor and the Endless Palace by Justinian Huang. Now, I cannot find this one to pre-order here in the UK. I'm very upset about that. But this is the story told over 3 different timelines in 4 BCE, 1740 and present day. And it's about these 2 men that keep finding each other. Now, this is sort of labelled as a bit of a romantasy, which is sort of a subgenre of romance and fantasy. I've never read one before, but I am willing to give it a try for this book. I am so unbelievably excited. The cover is absolutely stunning, and I need to find a way to pre-order this, otherwise I'm going to be so upset. I know no one wants me to be upset, do they? And now April. On the 2nd of April, we have the Breakup list by Adib Khorram. I love Adib Khorram's writing. I am so ready for this book. In this, we follow a boy who is quite comfortable being backstage. You know, he doesn't want the limelight in his school theatre show. But when the captain of the swim team gets the lead, he begins to develop feelings, but so does the boy's sister. And the boy is so used to writing breakup lists for his sister. So, you know, maybe we've got a little bit of a sibling rivalry, but I'm really ready for this. I love Adib Khorram's writing. I trust him. I'm going to read it. I'm just going to read it. It's going to be mine. What a treat in April. And on April the 23rd, we have Providence by Craig Willse. Now, this is about a college professor who begins an affair with one of his students, but where he's so wrapped up in love and lust, he doesn't see that student is not quite trustworthy. Now, I'm a little bit dubious about this one. I'd like it to be a sort of a real look at that power dynamic and how wrong it is, and how, you know, just sort of a deep dive. Hopefully it's not sort of wishy-washy about it. So I'm a little bit but I am intrigued enough to have it on this list. I will be buying it. I will be wanting, you know, to see the discussion about it. So April 23rd, and I really like the cover too. I'm just apparently love all these covers. I do, that is true. And now May. May's a big month. On May 6th, we have Private Rites by Julia Armfield. I love Julia Armfield's writing. Our Wives Under the Sea, such a brilliant book. And this, I saw her talk about this book, and she described it as King Lear, a lesbian King Lear at the end of the world. What more could you want? I'm just going to leave you with that. At the time of recording this, there is no cover, so I'm just going to have to put that up here. But if the cover's here, then the cover's there. Let's hope so. Now, maybe we have my most anticipated book for the year. It is Cinema Love by Jiaming Tang. I am so unbelievably excited for this one. This one comes out May 9th, and this is the story about how, while cruising for men in the old cinema, these two men met, and then they have to flee China and emigrate to America. It spans decades. I'm so excited. It's taking everything I have not to stop recording this video and read this one right now. Then, also coming out May 9th, we have Experience by Kate Young. Now, I saw Kate talk about this book, and she just said, it's lesbians having fun. What more could you want? She said, it's a classic rom-com. You're not going to have to guess the ending, but you're going to enjoy the journey along the way. And I am unbelievably excited to just enjoy this one. Also on May the 9th, it's going to be a busy day for May the 9th. We have Evening and Weekends by Oisín McKenna. Another one I have seen the author talk about, and this is sort of interwoven. It's best friends falling for boyfriends, and there's something about a whale that washes up on the beach, and I just think it sounds so interesting. I remember when he was talking about it at the time, I said, oh, this is the kind of magic story that can only work in a book. But it's not fantasy. It's not anything like that. It's sort of set over a blistering heatwave weekend over in London. So, so ready. I was so eager to read this after hearing them talk, and I still am now, and I can't wait to pick it up. And then we have Bad Habit by Alana S. Porter, translated by Mara Faye Leatham. This is the story of a young trans girl grown up in Madrid, and she's just immersed in the nightlife, but it's also a journey of self-discovery, of violence. I've heard brilliant things about this. I've heard it's really lyrical and beautiful, and I'm so excited. And then lastly, we have Henry by Alan Bratton, which is the story of privilege, of class, of queerness, and it's tipped to be the literary thing of the new year. Brandon Taylor absolutely loves it, the famous author of Real Life and The Late Americans. Very lucky to have this. It comes out May 24th here in the UK, and I'm so excited. So that's it. That's my list of 19 books. I hope you found one that you like. Like I said, check out all the links down below. I hope you like the list. I can't wait to read them. What an exciting year of reading ahead we've got. Well, the first 6 months anyway. Thank you all so much for watching. Feel free to like and subscribe, and I'm going to speak to you all really soon.